What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Fantastic Frankie, here for a very special episode at MomoCon. So, I am here in Atlanta. I got an opportunity to stream. Shout outs to the Game Hers. And I was going to stream Baldur's Gate, and I still may if we have some time after. But I wanted to take some time because my Discord and I have started a book club and we are currently reading Something is Killing the Children. I do not know when the show is about to drop, but I thought this would be excellent preparation for it. So I am so excited for everyone here watching. We have some people in the back watching in Atlanta, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So I'm gonna review Something is Killing the Children, and then after, if I have some time, I'm gonna go ahead and stream some Baldur's Gate. So welcome everyone. I see people pouring in from Twitter. Um, Comic Geek. Shame on me. I got glitter on my face. Yo, I'm outside. We are at cons. We're having a good time. I am officially a streamer today. I mean, I've been streaming, but like this is my first professional streaming opportunity, and I am so glad to have this with everyone. So we're going to talk about Something is Killing the Children, Volume 1. That's issues 1 through 5. I want to have a conversation with you guys. And for those of you who don't know, I have a Discord. It's a lot of lit. It's very much fun. I see Fake Voice from their Chariot Gaming, and we're just here to talk. If you guys enjoy this conversation, if you want to be part of a comic book group, okay, this is the time. This is the group. We are fun. We are not mean. We have a good time. Honestly, I'm a little jealous of I look like I have a long day. Goddamn. It should be a short day. I should look refreshed. But yes, I'm very excited. I really want a lot of people to join the Discord. I get jealous of my own Discord because they be having fun without me. Like when I'm gone for a day, I come back and there's like 100 messages, and I'm like, why, what is this? Why having a good conversation without me? But yes, Black Gay Comic Geek is correct. If you like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you're gonna like Something is Killing the Children. 1000%. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get this going. We're gonna go straight into here and share it. Okay, now this is very ugly. I do see that. Maybe if I do it like this, is this better? Way better. And we're just gonna go through it. I'll also take off this banner so you can see us in all of our glory. Big shout outs to Boom Studios. All of the comic books that we cover are from um indie comics and independent comics. So we're only going to be looking at comics from um, Image, Boom, and something that we're paying, someone that's self-sufficient. So with that, let's get started. So Something is Killing the Children starts off with some boys at a sleepover. And what's interesting about why I got your logo up? Oh, you're right. Let me get your logo up out of here. I just did a stream with Black Gay Comic Geek, and I put his logo up because I love him. But yeah, let's start off with Something is Killing the Children and just how insane this book is. One thing I love about Boom Studios is they are not afraid to kill some children. And one thing about this is I'm not really into horror, but I really like the mystery of it all, and just the art here is very incredible. So we see these children here, and there's this boy James who's at a sleepover, and he tells them a scary story. And then we realize that as he's telling this scary story, that he's actually being interrogated. What's interesting about this is how haunting this entire story is. We see that he's blood soaked. We see that he was just having fun and trying to be cool. And then we find out that all of the children were torn apart. Um, what I think is interesting about this is immediately I'm like, what is going on? Obviously, something is killing the children, but what exactly is it? And just the imagery and the code palette here is something that I really enjoy. And this book honestly got me into horror comics, because I love art. I love things that have a great through line, and I love mystery. And this definitely has a lot of mystery. Um, Sorry, let me go. So after he has a conversation um, with the detective, what ends up happening is we get to see Erica Slaughter. Erica Slaughter is one of my favorite protagonists to date in comic books. And I love her because for the most she's a good person and she does her job very well and she's a hero, but at the same time she's not a hero, she's like neutral good. You know what I mean? Like she's not a hero that's doing well because she wants to, you know, like she's not doing it because she's like, I think this is the greater good. She's doing it because she feels a moral obligation and a tie here. And they start this out with this kid. There we go, with this kid, and she's missing an eye, an arm, and both her legs, and they don't even describe what happened to her. We can only assume that they were eaten. Um, I am too. I'm very curious to see how they're going to do this in live action. If you guys don't know, this book will be in the live action, and I'm curious on how they're going to show all of these children being terrorized on screen, because this is a pretty bloody comic book. I honestly, I think if they could do it in Stranger Things and stuff like that, I think this will be fine. And once again, it's on Netflix, and Netflix, they're not too afraid to go there. So I'm not too scared, but I'm very interested to see how they're going to play this out on screen. But yes, this is our first introduction of Erica Slaughter, and she just finished the job. There's a little girl here waiting, and one thing I like is that she's just like, let me get some water. She tells her that the job is done, but there's no pleasantries. Like, she's not here to console her, really. She's like, I have one job to do, and once that job is done, it is over. Fake Voice here made a note about the on the show and how there shouldn't be any CGI, just all practical effects. And I would very much like that. I mean, obviously they would make the monsters CGI, but it'd be really cool to see like blood and gore via practical effects. Dang, even in Stranger Things, all them kids was alive. They scared to do it. They killed Barbara and Barb. I, but you're right. None of those children died. Um, but yeah, this is where Erica gets the call, and she ends up going to the town where James just experienced this tragedy, and it's clear she does not like her job, which I think is very interesting. Notice here that she says she needs a shower, that she stinks. That's something that Erica is always talking about. She's always stinky because she's always fighting, she's always on the run, and a shower is something she's consistently chasing. And I think that's a very interesting note about this character, because what's going on is that she is always so she's detached from humanity, and so she doesn't do or have the opportunity to do something as basic as showering, because she's always on the run, she's always fighting. And I really like that. I like that the girl is stinky. Like, that's just without it being like some funny like otaku, she stinks. It's like, I'm a hard worker and I be stinking. And this is why Erica Slaughter is the GOAT. Who the heck is Barb? Have you never seen Stranger Things? She was that redhead who died by the pool. Everybody loved Barb, but you, I guess, which is interesting. But we'll see what it is. Um, but yeah, we find out that James is not having a good time at school, and most people think that he's the one who murdered the people at his sleepover, which I'm not gonna hold you. James, for sure. Can I zoom in here? James 1000%. Y'all, oh yes I can. Where is it? No, yeah, they not letting me zoom, but he got serial killer face. 1000%. Like, if I had to say who's a serial killer, I'm definitely saying it's James. So he has a hard time. These guys beat him up, even though all of his homies died in front of him. They're trying to say that um, that he's the one who killed him. But also, they make an implication that James is gay. And oh, there goes that Zoom. They make an implication that James is gay, and not only that he's gay, but that he liked one of the boys that was there. And since Black Gay Comic Geek is here, I'm gonna bring it up. But there's always a conversation about not actually being able to show queerness even in this comic book. And even here, this queerness within this young character is not really spoken about. Now, I don't know if this character is actually queer or if they're just trying to be mean boys. Um, but this was very interesting to me that they put in that line that James actually liked one of the boys that was killed. Yeah, so he gets bullied. He goes to the principal, who is a black man, and the black man's through with it. He said, "Look, you're fighting, you're having a hard time. I'm over it." And that's one of my favorite things about this comic book series is that everyone's tired. Everyone's over it. Everyone's done. Everyone's like, oh, he is gay. Well, there it is. James is. He did confirm that he liked one of the other boys. I wasn't quite sure. Like he didn't. He confirmed. I don't know. I definitely thought he was gay, but I'm not quite sure. But either way, I really enjoyed seeing this principal and seeing how upset he was. Um, and just how he was over it. He's like, I'm young. I was just in school, and I'm just here to have a good time. Well, not have a good time, but kind of keep this place together. And I thought that was very interesting that James was like, maybe, maybe not. I'm just going to try to keep it together. I'm going to watch a movie at school and go on. And then that's where Erica finally comes to the city and we get this full meeting. Hold on. I don't know why it's not scrolling. And she rolls up on James like the crazy lady she is. And Erica is creepy. And that's another thing. Like she is a hero, but she's not a hero on like some I don't know if they're probably gonna cast someone very conventionally attractive, but I don't think that she's supposed to be attractive. She is war torn, she tired, she weird, she stink. And she just be rolling up on people. She'd be like, yo, what's up? What are we doing? Yada yada yada. And I really enjoy that about Erica. I really like that she's just like, yo, I need to help. I need your help. I heard they killing children out here and I'm here to stop that. So yes, Erica and James meet and they decide to go somewhere to talk for a bit. Sorry, she's talking about all this stuff, yada yada. No, I don't know why this is stolen. She's just on business. Exactly. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I didn't spoil it, but because this is a spoiler review. But essentially, she asked James what happened, and James talks about it, and he's basically like, "Yo, I was chilling. We went outside, and a monster tore up all of the kids. And the thing about James's story that I thought was very interesting was he was lying. He said there was a monster out there, and they went out there. He said it to be cool, and there ended up being a monster. So, like, I would psychologically, what does that do to your head as a child? Like when it feels like you almost summoned this thing to come and die. You know what I'm saying? To come and kill you and your homies, like it's pretty difficult. Um, but yeah, we for the second issue, we move in and we see this guy. I think his name is Tom. I'm gonna find his name in a second. I cannot stand this character. One of my least favorite characters. And he's just I get it. Like one of his sister is missing. His mom is clearly upset about it and he's just trying to go to work and have a good time and live his life, and people are messing with it. What's interesting about this character introduction is we find out that he cannot see the monsters. So this is confirmation that only children can see the monsters. Now we're gonna get some lore in a little bit with between Erica and James, but it's very interesting that this monster, it can be around all these adults, but nobody's looking at them. So yeah, Erica and James goes to this diner. She asked to rent it out. She got a whole bunch of cash. And this is something else that we learn about Erica. Like, she is flush with cash. She's somehow getting paid to do these things. We know that she's working for someone because she gets a call to come to this place. But whatever organization that she's working for has enough money to supply her and have her out here and pay herself off. So she buys a booth from Tom, which isn't hard. I think she gives him $50, which is, I think, a pretty cheap bribe. I'm not gonna hold you. $50 is pretty cool. And then we see her with this stuffed animal, who we find out is something a little bit later. I don't know how long it took them to design this stuffed animal, but I always found it really funny because it's ugly, and it's like, what child wants that animal? But it goes into the creepiness of the story. Um, Damn, ever since Black Gay Comic Geek said if you like Buffy, you'd like this. I'm I'm seeing her as Buffy Summers with her little blonde hair and her stress. But yeah, as they're having a conversation, their waiter comes over. The waiter's nosy as fuck, and she starts talking about Erica to old boy, and about James, and saying like, yo, he's a suspect. um and then James comes and he starts getting all up in their business. And this is my thing, like, I understand how suspicious Erica is, right? Like I said, she stinks, she's weird. It Like James, she looks like a killer. So everyone who interacts with her is like, "Yo, what's good with you? What you got going? Why are you chilling with this child who's the only survivor? Shouldn't he be in school?" And so everyone's pressing her. James touches her and she gives him the work because you should be touching people without consent. Um, and then after she leaves, she goes back to her motel, and while she's there, she starts interrogating her stuffed animal. And what's interesting about the stuffed animal is it actually answers back. So after she gathers information from James, she begins to ask the stuffed animal, like, what type of monster do you think it is? And it gives her some information, but you start to get the understanding that they're not they're not friends. Like, even though she's toting around this stuffed animal, they're not cool like that. And and we gonna see why. But that's interesting that she would receive counsel from some type of entity that doesn't fuck with her. And I wonder why that is. Like, why does she feel comfortable enough to ask the same questions and not think that they're gonna lie? But yeah. So she's at her hotel and the sheriff pulls up, and the sheriff hears her talking to the stuffed animal. And then we see there's a spirit in the stuffed animal. I'm certain the sheriff can't see this. Oh, it's her patron? It's her familiar. Her patron, her familiar. But either way, it don't fuck with her. It do not like her. Oh, can I curse on here? I'm at MomoCon. Dang, we gonna find out. I'm at a convention. They may be like, "Yo, get this girl out of here. She out here cursing. She out here wilding." You know what I'm saying? Everybody watch on Twitter and hit the like button, y'all. Welcome to everyone who is here. We got 57 viewers, 47 from Twitter. Welcome to my stream. We are reading Something is Killing the Children. It is ill. I love it. And we're going through the first volume. If we get through this volume in time and Baldur's Gate actually downloads, I'm gonna go ahead and play some Baldur's Gate or Among Us. Maybe I could play some Among Us. It's just taking forever for this game to download. But yes, let's go to the next issue, which is issue number 3. It looks like a spirit behind her back. I think it is a spirit. It's the spirit of, well, I know it is. I'm sorry. I'm lying to you. I'm trying to be a lore. But yes, it is a spirit, and there's a spirit within her stuffed animal. We find out what that spirit is a little bit later and how she was able to acquire it. but it is very clear that she does not like said spirit. Also, if anyone wants to join me on the stream who has read Something is Killing the Children, send me a note here on the chat with your email and I'll have you hop on and I'll add you to the stream. But yes, going on to issue 5, we see a young girl whose family was attacked by a monster and she witnesses and is taken by said monster. Um, and then we go back to the diner where we see, oh boy, why can't I remember this guy's name? I feel like it's Tom. But what I really want to highlight is one of the deadest trims and one of the biggest issues I have with this entire comic, which is this boy right here. Why is this like that? Who they did all this beautiful art? Why they did my boy like this? That's the real question. I keep on hearing, when is this show supposed to come out? I'm not sure. It was supposed to come out this year. This is their 10-year anniversary, but I'm not quite sure. But yes. So Erica's being interrogated by the sheriff with this very fake license that she has from Wisconsin, where he's like, "Bro, you ain't even try to laminate it. This is a regular like piece of paper. Like, look, he folded it up over here. Like, he really doesn't care. She really doesn't care. She's like, "What do you need? My name is Erica Slaughter. What's up?" They gave him the Tommy Pickles hair. It's crazy. Yes, he did. Um, but she starts to talk to the sheriff and she starts asking him questions. She's like, "Yo, how long has it been since the first kid is gone? I'm here to help." And she's just overall being sus because Erica Slaughter doesn't have time for pleasantries or to catch people up. And it's crazy. I feel like life would also go. I know she's had a hard life and that's why she moves this way, but life would be infinitely better for her if she took the time to actually, um, explain why she's there, what's going on. Even if they don't believe her, maybe in some monica it'd help. But she's out here lying and she tells him, like, listen, somebody's gonna call you and then you're gonna let me go. So let's skip this and go straight to helping these kids. And he's like, whatever, I hate you, you're very weird. But eventually she is let go because she's not being arrested, right? Oh dang, that's it for this issue. Oh, and then she meets up with James because she finds out that the monster that she thought was like this big scary monster is actually like something very bigger than what she thought. So she's not properly prepared. But she talks to James and she's like, listen, I got a general spot of where it's at. I think I can get it. And he asks if he can help. And she's like, yo, fine. I also want to note that she loses it at James and this monster. Like, she is at her wits' end. I don't know if you could tell here, but she tired. She tired. And she's over it. She's over all of it. And her only ally at this point is a child who's a little off. So I can imagine how hard it is. She has a organization that she's working for, a sheriff who doesn't want to help her, a little stuffed animal who's supposed to be her patron or someone to assist her who isn't being helpful and giving her the wrong information. And then she also has this child who is a child. Whoever she works for has pulled though, because she got out of jail with a phone call, and they never say exactly what's during that phone call. But I thought it was very interesting that that's all she needed to do was get that phone call, and they were able to just move on. You know. Um, so let me move on to book 4. Okay, so after she decides to she figures out where they're at. She's like, I'm gonna go get this mustard. She goes to this, it's a Home Depot. They call it House Depot, but we know what this is. And in one of the funniest exchanges, she looks for a chainsaw. And at first the sales associate is showing her like good chainsaws, and he's like, listen, these chainsaws are better than most of our chainsaws because if you lift your hand off the trigger, it'll start moving. If it hits something that's fleshy, it won't keep on going, so it won't hurt you. And then she's like, nah, I want one of these terrible chainsaws that you have. And he's like, this white girl is crazy. He over it. He's over it. And yes, I cannot wait to see this in of all the things, I cannot wait to see this in live action because this is going to be funny as hell. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, please, like, like what is your obligation? That's the real question. What is your obligation when you're working at Home Depot and you're certain that the person that your patron is here to murder people? And like I haven't seen James smile this entire series, and we see him smiling here because um he got some scissors. He's like, yeah, we could cut them up with this scissor. And this guy is like, what is going on? Like, yeah, something ain't right with y'all. But yeah, I love this exchange. I thought it'd be really funny, and I think it's going to be even funnier when this actually plays out in live action. Once again, I have no idea or affiliation with the live action. I'm just excited that it's happening, because this book is incredible. This is volume one, so I can't really get into deep spoilers or ask questions about what scarf do you have, what color are you, things like that. But the thing about this book that's incredible is that it creates a community and the lore goes so deep and it's very dark. I love things that are based in politics and that go hard, and this is definitely one of them. But yeah, basically they strap up at this Home Depot, give this man a heart attack, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go about their way. And while they're doing that, this I can't stand. Oh, Tommy, thank God. Um, Tommy goes to his dad's house. His dad is clearly an alcoholic. He's butt naked at the crib. And he goes on there and he steals his gun. Which I'm like, you got a gun to kill a kid, but he at this point thinks that Erica killed his sister. And so he's trying to get justice himself because she got arrested, but she was immediately released. The get out of my hairline here. Y'all, the hair, I think the running joke is that everybody's hairline is crazy. I think that's like a character design that they're doing on purpose at this point, because it's like, why? Why do you look like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Also, let me try this. Maybe this will work. All right. But yeah, let me go down. So after he gets this gun, we see the sheriff is investigating another missing child. And he's basically telling his partner, like, leave Erica Slaughter alone. We're gonna figure it out. And his partner is like, no, that's stupid. This girl is clearly something going on. And I'm not sure why. So I'm gonna investigate it regardless of what you're saying. Tommy, 1000% is a MAGA guy. But is he? Like, this is the thing. I don't like Tommy, and I think a lot of us don't like Tommy because he is an antagonist, right? Like, he's going against Erica. He's trying to kill Erica. Like, we don't like him. But it's like, at the same time, to Tommy, Tommy thinks that Erica murdered his sister, and his life is terrible right now. The one parent that it looks like was taking care of him is terrible to him. And his sister is gone and he's presumed murdered. So like, are you not getting the strap? If you meet this woman and you're like, she killed my sister, or are you gonna let it rock? Questions that need answers. But yes. After that, first of all, they have a full shopping cart. She took the shopping cart out of the House Depot. Um, and this is where we find out that we're confirmed that only children can see these monsters except for adults. that have gone through some special project process to have them see it. As they're discussing and about to enter the the layer, our favorite MAGA artist, who David said, "Yo, Frankie, I see you trying to be fair. This guy clearly is in MAGA. I think it's because he's a football. Just something about him that's like sus." But yeah, they go there and he's there with the strap and he's ready to go. Um, and when they get there, um, she realizes that something is going on. And once again, that stuffed animal didn't give her all the facts. And so she's not properly prepared for it. But she's like, all right, we're here now. What are we going to do? And she gets ready to go. One of my favorite things, and I think most people's favorite thing, is this cool ass scarf that she puts on whenever she kills monsters. We're going to learn later why hers is black, because there are other colors and what exactly they mean. I would love to talk to you guys about, like, which color you would be and things like that. And yeah, she goes, I mean, stylistically, this is so gorgeous. And it almost reads to me like a manga. Like, we see this and she's ready to go. She's ready to fight. And this is the first time we get a view of this specific monster. She has a glow stick and she's like, yo, let's get busy. This is my favorite issue of volume one. Is it like houses, like the slaughterhouses? Correct. I don't want to spoil things. David is part of our Discord and he's in our group. So y'all, we're gonna have a Discord group. If you guys want to join my fanboy fighter group. It is in my bio on my Instagram and TikTok. And I have a subscription where we will be having more conversations with each other over this. But the best part about it is I'm going to be having special guests from these books who will be joining us for these discussions. Um, but yes, there are houses. It reminds me a lot of like Pose and like houses, like those queer houses where you get a chosen family. Every house is very rich, and there are different colors within every house, and they mean different things. Black Gay Comic Geek is a silver hoe. I am a black, like Erica Slaughter, and when you guys find out what the colors mean, I'm sure you guys are gonna agree. But yeah, she tells James to which house like black people though. Honestly, all of them. I mean, I see black people in all of them, so I can't say like which one likes more. Um, but we're not gonna talk in the house. We're not gonna talk about the house. But yes, while she's in there, she's talking to while she's in the cave, James is talking to her stuffed animal, and the stuffed animal is basically like, James, you are soft. You're soft and you're letting everybody do things. And that's why those people are dead, because you're soft. And he takes it to heart and he's like, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna help because I said I would. Um and at the same time, who pulls up but goddamn Tommy with this gun? Okay, and even though there's a monster in the back, he can't see said monster. All he sees is a bunch of bodies and Erica Slaughter there. So once again, I do not like Tommy, but this is suspicious. This is suspicious, y'all. Like, what would you do? You're like, like, what's going on here? Done. You're finished. So he decides to. Oh no, I thought this whole time. Sorry. Oh, yes, awesome. So he decides to shoot at her, and as he's shooting at her, he misses most of her, but he actually shoots the monster behind them. And he also shoots poor little James. And I think this is where I hated him the most. Because he's in there, he's in her business. But once again, there is a reason why he's in their business. So he shoots James, and honestly, it doesn't go well for him. And she realizes that she needs help. So she wakes him up and has it so he can also see the monster. And that's honestly where this ends. So everyone, this is Oh, good. And my download is it. We still have 20 minutes on here. I'm here to have any conversations or to talk about anything that you guys like about the series, anything you want to know, anything that you thought was fire. Um, I'm also going to be streaming. Um, oh, I thought it was. Dang, I thought this was up. Can I play this? I also was gonna play some Baldur's Gate, but it's not there. So I'm gonna play a little bit of Among Us while we're here. Yeah. And then we could talk about something is killing the children. We got some time. Um, let me I'm gonna put my they asking me for my birthday. I'm gonna say I'm 24. Cause why not? BG3 be lit, but it's taking too long. There's no way I could play it in time. It's just way too big, and so that's fine. Um, oh, I gotta sign into an account. That's fine. Oh, cool. And I'm gonna play. But yes, I'm a big fan of it. Oh, okay, cool. Actually, let me get out of here because I don't want. I'm sorry, I got lost out of here. I'm so sorry. Um, oh no. Okay. I'm sorry, we lost it. But you know what? I'm gonna leave this here with our closing remarks. I can't get out of here. They won't let me. Oh yeah, close the window. There we go. But yes, what's my sign? I'm a Capricorn. But yes, I had a really good time here today. For the next Something is Killing the Children Volume 2 review, which we'll have next week, I will have a special guest who will be able to discuss um amongst all of us. This will be exclusively to my Discord. Today was a very special event because I am here at MomoCon. It is 8:45 p.m. We are in Hotlanta. Okay. I wish I could stream a little something for y'all, but it looks like I won't have the opportunity because, I didn't have all day and these games take a lot to download. I want to thank everyone from joining me here on Twitch, on Twitter, and on YouTube, Team Earth Signs. If you are in Atlanta, I will be here the entire weekend. I will be helping out Zeno Robinson, who actually has a manga coming out, so please look out for that. I will be around about in the wild to come say hi to me. If you want to join me, I will be on Discord, the Fanboy Fighters. You can find it on my Instagram or my TikTok. Click that link in my bio and it'll send you right over to my Discord. We are having a really good time. It's a really good group of people and we get to do things like read comic books and discuss them, similar to what I have today, but I think it's going to be way more fun. This was my very first comic book stream, y'all. But it's going to go more and more. We're going to do nothing but grow, have special guests, and it's a great way if you're interested on getting new comic books that you can learn about. Um, not just being in Marvel and DC. I love DC, I love Marvel, but there's so much more out there. There's so many different types of stories that we can all be a part of. So if you're interested, join the Fanboy Fighters. We are lit. Okay. If you're having fun, if you enjoyed what you had today, you can join our comic book club. We are reading a volume a week. We just finished Something is Killing the Children, Volume 1. Next week, we'll be doing Something is Killing the Children Volume 2. And we also do watch parties. So we'll be watching My Adventures with Superman this week if you guys want to join. And we'll be having discussions on that as well. So thank you to everyone who joined me. This was incredible. I'm having a really good time. And I love you guys. I really appreciate you all. So I'll see you guys later.